It's Friday. It's 4 o'clock. So you know what that means?
It is Chippy time.
Yes, it's Chippy time once again. We are in Hyde, right near the market at Bosuns.
Well, old Bosuns.
No, new. This is
Oh,
this
new.
is the new Bosuns.
The new old Bosuns.
The new old Bosuns.
New Bosun. Yeah, that one.
Yes, that one.
Bosuns.
They've said it's been here about 9 months, so it is new.
The Chippy itself has been here for a lot longer than that.
35 years, did you say?
At
Something
least.
like that.
But the owners currently have only been in charge for 9 months.
9 months.
Lovely.
Absolutely great to speak
Faultless. Experience is already high on this one. From the get-go.
From the get-go. She was saying there was a chip around here back in the day, before we started doing this, called Kongs. Which apparently when that closed, there was queues around the corner, and they have the same supplier as them. They went and found the same supplier. So
trade secrets.
Expectations are high.
Yes.
Straight off the bat, good portion of chips for the regular.
Whopping.
Now there was a choice with gravy of small or large.
And we always try and go.
We always go for the small if we can. Regretting it on this occasion because it's a
so.
very small gravy.
It is. It's pitifully small.
But
there was the option of 3 forks,
yes,
but we opted for these 10p sturdy plastic ones. Would you care to explain why?
Yes. So there's a sign up in there that said forks and bags 10p. All the proceeds go to charity.
Yeah.
So she told us the backstory. She knew she wasn't charging for them.
Council had a go.
Council had a go and said it's a 10 grand fine and a grand
and
to the
$1,000
server.
on the spot for the server.
So she has to charge, which puts it in the pot for the homeless, which she said last year they just divvied up that money to the homeless people. But this year she's going to do a Christmas dinner.
So there's actually a cafe inside this restaurant.
Yeah.
She said you can see roughly about 25 in there. Now, it probably would be a little cosy to seat 25 people in there.
To a degree.
But she said, obviously, if you're divvying out money between homeless people, sometimes it can get ill spent. There's no judgment at all, obviously. You know, everyone's got their own struggles. The fact that she's then going out and buying gifts for them, clothing, things like that, and then cooking them a hot meal on Christmas Day. I mean, that is absolutely lovely.
Because she said she does do every day. Instead of throwing out the food that's not used, the homeless people around here know to come here at closing. And
she does 2 good to goes throughout the day at various points through the day. So she said, one, it allows me to keep fresher food, keep stock well done. It's getting sold, so it's still going to use. And obviously, a lot of homeless people are using things like 2 good to go as well, and it's feeding maybe families on lower incomes and stuff.
Exactly.
So from a service point of view, from a humanities point of view, that is
and like I say, really
fantastic.
Nice people. Really, this is where we meant to come when we did Canton House. This is where we were supposed to come because, again, we'll have another pop-up of Chris here. This is a recommendation from Chris from Stumble, Manchester. So, without further, should we just get into these chairs?
Yeah, because we're talking too much now and I'm excited because these
and we were chatting in
fantastic.
there as well, so I don't want them to get too cold.
She was just lovely to talk to, though. Absolutely lovely.
Go on, put them in. Plenty of salt and vinegar we asked for, and it's all over the box.
That's all over the box.
All over the box. Oh, yes.
Hello.
Great colour.
Wow, what an interesting colour. And you can see the skin on as well.
See the skin, see the vinegar, you can see the vinegar. So without further ado, we're recording.
As aforementioned,
I just thought, better check.
As aforementioned, there was 3 forks optional.
Yeah, there was.
We've
the little
opted
3
one to do our little bit for charity, as well as have a sturdier fork for the purposes of filming out in public. These look cracking.
Fantastic. Smell really good. Cheers. They're really
God, we got that.
Yeah. They're so interesting.
They're the most potatoey tasting chips.
But that's because of the skin, I think.
I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's like you can see the peel of the potato.
I like that. It's a lot of the flavours in the skin. Wow.
That's so different.
Very melt in your mouth again.
To a degree, but not overly.
Why are we finding this more and more at the minute? That one, it's been calling my name since the get-go.
Oh, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? I don't know.
Oh God, why gotta pick it up? It's so soft. Look at that. So these are not like conformed. These are all different. These are hand cut.
They do actually look like they have actually been cut by hand. So we say hand cut in the past. By that we mean put through the machine, not bought in. These appear to be actually hand cut.
Hand cut. which I think is fantastic.
They are the most unique chips.
I just want to keep showing you each individual one because they're all so different. And again, that shows you a freshness quality.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's a chonker, mate.
But cut through. That's so interesting. It's
We've never had anything like that so far.
It's like having mini roast potatoes. Innit?
I'll give you that.
That's so unique. You do get the little ones. Does it have a crisp?
Tiny.
Tiny crisp. But the flavour from that potato skin.
Trying to find a crispy boy.
Just listen to that. I've never had anything like that before. I don't know how to even begin to rate these, because these are not what we're expecting at all.
They're the least chippy chips ever. And it's not a bad thing.
And yet they're really nice.
Yeah. Now,
right, so we move on to the gravy. So as we said...
That's going to go flame.
Yeah, as we said, it is a small gravy, this one.
And it is a stinky
gravy.
Stinky. I like the logo on the top of the gravy. You might have to flip that round, but... So it is time. Do you mind? I'm doing a gravy reveal here, mate.
Some people.
That's how a gravy reveal.
Lovely. Let's tilt down so you can see.
It's a nice consistency.
Fair thickness.
Yeah.
And I said this was the black gravy, but it doesn't look...
Doesn't look, but it smells good.
It smells nice.
I'm worried we've been talking too much.
Yes.
But let's have a viscosity test. That's not quite mixed in quite well. That's a little tad disappointing, I'll be honest. The viscosity test is kind of hard to do. It's actually a little bit bitty, in all honesty. We'll get that in a sec. So,
let me just get that now.
You have seen the chips, which are the most interesting chips.
You keep going to do that, Max, so when you do it.
You've seen the chips, you've seen the gravy. It's gravy tasting time. It's a great flavour. It's gone cold though, but that's our fault.
Yeah, we were chatting in there, we've been chatting since.
So I'm not going to mark it down too much.
Yeah.
But it's a nice taste. It's not like the black tar though.
No.
She said it might be a bit like the black tar. It's not. It's really nice though.
It's an average gravy.
To be honest with you. Can you taste the black pepper in it? Just
a
have a bit of a taste.
Yeah. Let's have a dunk.
No, the only problem is this gravy is not going to last that portion.
To be honest, you can't really taste the gravy because these chips are so flavoursome.
It tastes just so potatoey.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I just go for a full submersion.
Well,
just see what I can do.
It's finding a chip that'll fit in. Is that
full
better?
submersion is the only way, so you need a lot of gravy. That actually works together quite well.
Yeah.
I would say that's very nice.
Better. But I almost don't want the gravy because these chips are so
nice.
interesting.
No, I like them. I like the gravy. I do. Now, what have we had there? 3 or 4 chips each? 2 or 3, 4 chips each? It's nearly gone.
Yeah,
it's half gone.
Less than that, just shy of half.
So that's the only drawback with getting a small. That is a small. But flavour-wise, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think we should stop there.
Yeah.
Finish these off camera as we do. Tom, do we have a sponsor?
Yes, we do. And today our sponsor is Robin Banks Security Systems Limited.
We'll see after this break.
I'm Robin Banks, and I take your home security dead serious. I've managed big banks, well, a small branch in Bury, and now I'm bringing that expertise to your semi. Robin Banks Security, we'll give it our best shot.
This is just some B-roll while he does recycling. He's a good boy like that. Should be very proud of him, Kath. Happy birthday. So, thank you once again to our sponsor, which today was Robin Banks Security Systems Limited. 9 out of 10 bank managers would recommend, though the 10th is still yet to be returned from his hostage situation. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Robin. We finished all those chips pretty much. Couple of shots.
We obviously finished the gravy.
That wasn't hard,
was it?
Difficult,
no.
No.
It's slightly on us, but you don't expect the small to be that small.
No, that is clinically small.
But we asked for a small.
Yeah.
These things.
We have had smalls for similar prices or less prices, which are twice double the size. But taste-wise, good.
Loved it. I loved it.
It's a different one. It's very different.
If you're coming expecting a chippy chip, you ain't getting it.
No, I don't even know what you'd class it as. Evidently, it is chippy chips. We're not being that pedantic.
but you're not getting that traditional flavour. You're getting so much more rustic flavouring.
Like a russet potato, like a skin-on wedge. Almost like wedges.
Almost like
Chippy wedges.
Really, really nice. You are getting that reminiscent because of the... I don't know how it is different, but Chippy seems to fry the chips differently.
Yes, obviously.
And you're still getting that. You're still getting that level of flavour and softness. They were greasy. I won't lie, they were greasy.
Yeah, they were.
But they were really, really nice. And I think, for me, they are going to score quite high.
I would say the only drawback is maybe the consistency of the gravy.
Yes, there was a bit up and down.
Now, size is obviously not taste.
No.
But it's relative because then I had less gravy to put on my chips. And this series is obviously ranking chips and gravy together, not as one or the other. How do the two go together? So it might lose about 0.1 on that, in my opinion.
In your opinion? That's
purely
fine.
because I'm a gravy fan,
yes,
and I'm losing a lot of gravy per chip.
Yes.
Whatever the ratio, the chip to gravy ratio on this occasion is poor. Again, our fault, we picked a small. Had I known, hindsight's wonderful, I would have just picked a regular for the sake of the video.
Picked a large.
Or whatever the options
regular.
were.
That was the problem. So. But, no, I think... do you want me to go first?
Yeah, why not? I've got an idea of where I'm going with it because the taste of potato is quite unique.
I'm going solidly in the 8s.
Yeah.
Solidly in the 8s. And I'm probably going upper 8s. Middle to upper 8s, yeah. Because it was so different. It was so unique. After we've had 20 odd episodes now.
And a lot of it
and a lot of them is the same. It's the same. If you're after something different, something a little bit more unique, this is
I
up
would agree
there.
with that.
So I think I'll go 8.5.
That's fair. If you'd have gone that much higher, I'd have been a little shocked in all honesty.
I'll go 8.5.
Just because we've had better tasting gravies, better coverage of gravies and things like that.
And that's because the gravy was just... It was pretty average, you know. It was a pretty much just you're not going to be upset by the gravy, by any stretch of the imagination. But it's not blowing you away like certain gravies we've had in the past.
This is going to sound a lot harsher than you. Now I'm still in the 8s. I'm going to go 8.2.
Right.
The only reason to say that again is the chip to gravy ratio for me. Love the flavour of the chips. I love the skin on element. That's different. The taste of the chips overall was better than the gravy on this situation, and we're rating it on chips and gravy.
Yeah.
Now the flavour of the gravy was good enough that it did rescue it just enough to get into the 8s for me, which is why it only sits around an 8.2 mark.
No, and that's fair. And that's why there's two of us.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's going to have a different experience at places, and that's why it's a good, you know, not to blow his trumpet, but it's a good format, I think, because it has that average element.
Yeah.
We are different people.
You can't please everyone.
No. The experience is going to be
well the highest.
I think this is the best experience we've had at our Chippy.
And not particularly the Chippy experience itself, what the Chippy does us to be part of the community. We say a lot of the times, like what people say, like a pub is part of the community, or certain element cafes are hubs for people. This is a hub for helping out the people who need it the most. And I think, and we've talked about charity work before, and obviously Salford had great charity work with what they do for dancing for dementia and stuff. To be saving all year round with the plan of cooking the homeless a meal, with making sure that they're fed every single day. Every single day.
Did you say 15 portions yesterday?
Something like that, yeah. 16 portions.
16, unbelievable.
So 16 people didn't go, without food yesterday purely because of one Chippy. Granted, they could have thrown the money away, they've thrown the food away, but they've chosen to do a great thing. Nice little setup.
Yeah, lovely little setup, lovely little sitting room.
Little sitting area.
It's old school on the outside, but it's nice and clean on the inside.
No charge for sauces, but charge for tartar.
Yeah, the charge for tartar, and it is expensive. The tartar
it is 90p for a
90p.
tartar. Yeah, that's a bit.
That's on the.
But then if you really want ketchup or mayo or whatever, those condiments are available for free. All you need to do is go into the cafe area and help yourself.
Yeah,
that's a nice element.
That's good.
That's a good element.
That's good. I'm going to go high with the experience because lovely to chat to.
The conversation was fantastic.
I think it's her and her husband, but we only spoke to
and
her
her daughters
today,
work
there. Daughters work there as well. But she's explaining what she does for the community.
Very much a centre of the community hub. Selfless stuff.
Yeah, it's what you want.
Because by staying behind and distributing those chips, not only are you donating the food and the money lost or whatever, but it's your own personal time to deliver these things. There's very little more I think I can say on that one. We love charity work here at Greater Manchester. We love charity work.
Absolutely.
We've done a lot ourselves over the years for various causes and done various activities. If you can make a difference in this world to anybody, you should.
Yeah.
They're doing this daily, throughout the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? I'm going to go first. I'm going to go in at a 9.
We have said in the past we can't go that high for experience because we've set the bar low. But like we said at Taylor's was a good experience.
Oh,
they come
one
and
of the
chatted.
best. Yeah.
But like we said at Taylor's, when it comes to scoring them a 9 for taste, we'd know it if we saw it.
Yeah.
And I think we've
found it.
Yeah.
We've found it.
This is the most pillar of the community, Chippy, that we've found.
Yeah, and it touches and great conversation.
Yeah.
Nice setup. Everything's clean. Everything's fast and efficient.
Yeah. She was chatting to us like she knew us.
Yeah.
It's the first time we walked through.
And she was asking, "Oh, you're doing a video?" I said, "Yeah, we do Chippy reviews." And
yeah,
she
like,
just
you should have said.
We said, "No,
that's part of the rules.
We want to catch you as you are as a person." And the conversation was just brilliant.
Yeah,
like you say, felt like you knew her, felt like you were a regular.
Yeah,
felt like you were a regular,
like we were mates.
Yeah,
you know,
and the other things that they offer as well, the meal deals, loads of different things. Great menu, menu.
I'm gonna match.
Are you gonna match?
Yeah, because I don't think. I think going too much higher means
we're just being pedantic
no
at that point. Yeah, no one's
ever
going
is going to beat it.
But if we find another Chippy that's along the same ilk,
if we go to any lower, it doesn't seem appropriate.
No. Yeah.
So to move to cost, £3.80.
£3.80. So I think it was £1.70 for the gravy, so which is £2.10 for the chips. Now £2.10 for that portion of chips is phenomenal value.
Yeah.
Like quality.
I'll put the actual breakdown if that isn't correct. I'll put that in where it goes.
Yeah.
That's what we've sort of worked out in our heads. Now, that price of them chips is very good.
Unbelievable.
Because they're going to fill you up. Because they've got the skin, they've got the fibre. They're going to fill you up.
Oh yeah, that's a hearty bit of a scrum.
The gravy is a bit.
The gravy is its major and only drawback.
Yeah, because that's quite expensive.
That is woeful for £1.70. Yeah. All these good things that we've just said, and I'm like, by the way, sort it out.
I was going to say woeful's a bit harsh.
Yeah, woeful's maybe a bit harsh. It just feels a little bit unjust. I don't know.
It seems expensive.
It won't affect it too massively.
No.
But on this occasion, the experience.
Because I don't think a large was that much more. So you're talking 50p, and I'd imagine
55p.
That's a good difference there with the size. Have you just seen the World Cup scores there?
Yes, I did. I won't spoil anything.
Well,
it's not going on for 2 weeks. Spain have just scored 2.
So in Spain.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't take this as a cautionary tale then and go for the large.
Yeah, massively.
I think for the extra 50p or whatever it is.
55p.
55p.
I would pay 55p to make sure I had
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'd advise the same. So I'm not going to knock too many points off it.
No, but this is a weird one because the taste is still good, but it's not mind-blowing. The experience is almost separate from the chips on this occasion. So now you need to think about that.
No, because it's a unique Chippy experience and they were unique chips.
Yeah.
I think the gravy, if I could separate the gravy from the situation, we'd be a lot higher.
Yeah.
But I can't because it's chips and gravy, that's what we rate on. So that gravy, for that price, is expensive.
Yeah.
For how much you get. That's the
I don't think it breaks the 8s on this one in personally for me.
No, not on cost.
$3.70 is great for that portion.
Yeah.
But when the gravy is not such a letdown, this sounds really hard, but when the gravy is such a letdown, and then the Chippy experience that we've rated so highly is more about the work itself that it does, which is very important, and we're still promoting it. It's still not 100% part of the Chippy. Now, granted, the conversation we had and everything, still fantastic, but cost doesn't quite almost
match it.
Make any sort of reference in the factors of how good the experience was overall. Yeah. So I'm going to go in at about a 7.4.
I think I might go slightly higher because it's £3.70.
Yeah,
we've had a few weeks of the £4 pluses.
Yes.
So I might go.
Actually, it's nice to break that up.
I'm going to go a little higher than you. but it can't go too much high because that's the point that it come in is when you order a takeaway.
I'd expect
you
dipping sauce in that for like a bit of mayo.
Yeah.
You know, like a garlic mayo if you've been for a kebab.
It was dipping size, but we found you needed to dunk.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem with it. So I'm going to go 7.7.
I think that's nice.
I'm going to go 7.7 because it was just a bit expensive for that gravy. I think the chips were absolutely perfect value.
Yeah.
I think that was a perfect cost, perfect value. The gravy, on the other hand, is a bit expensive. So, yeah, I think that's fair. That'll give you a grand total of. This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be interesting. Well, it's the highest rated experience, surely.
Right, it's the highest rated experience. And
do you know what? I hope it's done well.
I hope it's done well. It's a tough month.
Whether it has or hasn't, I know that the recommendation, the 3-star recommended, do you come out your way? I will put this personally down, before we reveal the leaderboard, I would put this down as a 3.
Yeah.
Because by having chips and gravy, you are essentially supporting a charity. How many times can you go to, have a takeaway, have a chippy tea, and also still be doing a good deed by doing so?
Yeah. And not only that, we've been to 25 chippies now this series, and I've never had chips like that. For that alone, it's worth coming out of the way for.
Well worth it.
So yes, it's a 3-star, and that's obviously a 3 out of 3. But the leaderboard, the all-important thing, does it break that top 5?
Let's find out, shall we?
So there you go.
You now
know. I won't know until next week when I edit this. There you go. Obviously, this is now. It's to put it into context. It stinks of smoke right now because of the wildfires. Wildfires.
Yeah, I am wild about him.
Yeah.
Livid, actually.
Yes. Again,
highly recommend.
3 stars.
3 stars. Come and visit. Absolutely. Do your bit for charity. Get yourself some chips and gravy.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a tagline that
just
is.
support what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Because they're doing great things.
Yeah.
So all that's left for us to say, all that's left for us to say is that I've had my say.
And I had mine.
We'll see you next time.